Well, hello, friends. It's Jewel here. Welcome to the Perfect Job Show. Guess what? We are in season one. This is episode 2 of the program. So completely excited to bring this to you today. So, what we're going to do, this is the Call Me Back Today resume episode. So, we're going to go behind the scenes of how to set this up, set up your resume in order to land the 6 or 7 figure job that you deserve. Now, let me talk about what we did previously on episode 1 of the Perfect Job Show. What we did was we walked through the proven framework that you're going to be able to use to land a $200,000 VP job, and we talked about doing it in 6 weeks or less. So that's critically important, friends, because guess what? Success loves speed. And I want to make sure that you get what you want and that you get it as soon as humanly possible. So that's what episode 1 was all about. And it primarily centered around the first key phase for a successful job search. So your resume, saying who you are, the main thing you do, and the way that you believe that you can bring value to the organization. And we went in depth on the WWV method: who you are, what you do, value you bring. Now, in tonight's episode, what we're going to do is the Call Me Back Today resume. Going to go behind the scenes of how to set this up to land the 6 or 7 figure job that you really want. Now, if you already know that you excel at your job, you know you have the experience that you bring to the table, then what we want to do with a Call Me Back Today resume is have something that gives you confidence going forward, because what makes your job search work is knowing that you can confidently step forward into the right type of organization that values you and what you do, placing yourself among senior leadership peers who welcome you to the strategy table. I'm talking about from the start, not just telling you what the strategy is that they already laid out and then you have to get on board. And going into an organization where they actually pay you the salary that you know you deserve. So confidence is what it takes to focus on what's right for you. Because let me tell you something, when people cast a wide net, when people keep their options open, that's the opposite of confidence. Casting a wide net is equivalent to playing the numbers game. It's equivalent to throwing spaghetti on the wall to hope that something sticks. So what we want is a resume that you can confidently embrace and offer up so that you can pursue work that carries a sense of purpose for you. And I'm talking about on a personal level, because that's important. What else is the Call Me Back Today resume going to do for you? It positions you to beat 95% of your competition because they're just racing to the job boards. You're also going to need to break into the hidden executive job market. That is especially important for 6 and 7 figure executives, because it can't be all job boards all the time. Your job search strategy needs to be a smart, segmented approach. And placing yourself in the hidden executive job market means the relevant people are coming to you about other openings that other people don't know about. The Call Me Back Today resume positions you to articulate the high impact and differentiating experience that you bring to the table and why the employer should care. So this is going to be key to making sure that your resume gets selected, right? And you're the one who gets the call back with the employer itching to talk to you, okay? Not enough to just say that you have the experience, that's nice, but so does everybody else who has the same job title as you. Everyone has a bunch of experience. We need to frame that experience into something relevant to the employer, so the employer will care about why you specifically should be the person they talk to. So this Call Me Back Today resume model that we're about to go over truly articulates what you can do, so it captures the broader strokes of what you've already done and therefore what you can do for your next employer. Now, this resume model is going to be really, really actionable. I'm very, very big on giving you actionable strategies because I want you to use them literally today. I'm not here to talk about theory. I'm not here to give you examples that you can apply. It's nothing about that. This resume model is a tool for you to be your own best advocate when you're talking to employers and recruiters to call you about executive roles. And the Call Me Back Today resume sets you up to make sure the conversations you're having are at the right level with people who make the actual decision to hire you. So in order for your job search to move forward quickly with the momentum that you want, first thing comes down to the correct resume as far as what I'm building and strategically structuring for people. So this is just the biggest needle mover for people, the Call Me Back Today resume approach. Rob just landed a VP of customer success position this month, and it only took about 10 weeks from start to finish. So at the beginning of his search, he had positioned himself as a jack of all trades who could do a lot of different things. No, that's not what it's going to take. He said his search only heated up once he really focused on a specific role and a specific level of responsibility. And as soon as he really zeroed in on customer success, that's when he got calls back, interviews, and his search really accelerated. Now, Marlene just started her new VP job last month at the largest pro sports and live entertainment stadium in the world. It's in LA. And what she said about her new resume is that I was able to create such a story for her that she almost even didn't believe it was her. But of course it was her. The story came from her. What I did was I asked the right questions, I guided her, and the answers were able to finally flow. And then I structured the resume the way that I recommend that I'm going to go over with you tonight. So Marlene went from getting hits for manufacturing jobs, which was not what she does at all, to getting relevant guest services and guest experience hits that are her exact sweet spot. And Noelle started her job this month, which is she stepped into a director level marketing role. She got a $10,000 salary increase on top of that. And she said, I was able to build her resume in a way that supported her value, her worth, and what she knew she brought to the table. So the story was the through line that she used in her interactions with people and definitely in her meetings and interviews to clearly state her value proposition every single time. So that's why what I'm saying here is that the resume is a tool that you're going to use in every single step of your job search until you get the offer. And then guess what? Even beyond hearing the offer, all the way to the salary negotiation stage and offer acceptance, okay? There's a difference between your offer and offer acceptance. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, go into the comments if you would and share if you are actually job searching right now. You can talk to me in the comments and I can see on my other device. So you can make comments, ask questions, whatever the case is. So first of all, I want to know, are you actively job searching right now? That means, are you looking online? Are you identifying opportunities? Are you applying? Are you talking to people? Are you actively searching right now? So you fall into the category of you're doing this now, then write in the comments if that's you right now, if that's you, okay? Second question is, are you looking to launch your job search? Meaning, are you considering a job search pretty much now or in the near future, but you just haven't actually started yet? So we're gonna call that ready because you're about ready to start. And you can be getting ready for, quite frankly, a lot of reasons. Have you been thinking about this for some time? Truly, have you been thinking about jumping ship for months? Things where you're working now can be beyond your control, especially if your current position is rocky, it's demanding, or it's not a good fit to the point that, you just don't plain enjoy coming into work every day. And that's either because you're not being supported at work, you feel tapped out at work. So are you, reconciling maybe with the realization that you just don't want the current work situation anymore. And mainly because, you can lose your sense of who you are by being in this current job or in this current environment. Ethically, are you in alignment with the leadership team at your organization? Are you fed up because truly you're more qualified than what the job title and the duties actually are? Is it time to go because you haven't had a raise in far too many years? Is your boss younger than you and probably threatened by you? Mostly because they don't have the knowledge that you do. That can definitely be a problem as well. So it might be time to leave before you end up getting pushed out. Okay, go into the comments right now. If you're searching right now, give me a ready in the comments if you are about to start your search. And so I'm just going to get a show of hands. All right, I see now, ready, now. You know what? This is going to be at about 50-50 split. I see it now. I'm actively searching. Yes, I'm searching right now. Okay, perfect. So this is going to be probably about a 50-50 split in the comments, and they're still flying in, but it's still coming in. Most of you are actively searching right now, or you are about getting ready to search. Numbers are about equal. Let me walk you through behind the scenes of what goes into building a Call Me Back Today resume. This is going to be so important to landing the 6 or 7-figure job that you deserve. So who gave me their resume to use? If you gave me your resume to use, just give me a comment. And along with that, I'm going to need to see a link to a job that you're interested in. Okay, go ahead and drop it in the chat. We're going to go and we're going to use a tool called Word It Out. Now, it's important to use a tool because Word It Out eliminates all the fluffy, nonsense, low impact keywords. And let me show you exactly how that happens. Let me give you a demonstration of how you're going to use the Word It Out tool to make sure to turn your resume from regular resume into Call Me Back Today resume. All right, so we're going to go on over to a job that, who sent this in? Okay, this is going to come from Vinod. And Vinod, we're going to go take a look at your resume first. So let's see what's happening over there. Okay. You are a controller, corporate accounting manager. All right, wonderful. And actually, let's look at it over here. This is going to be better. Controller, corporate accounting manager, fine. Extensively experienced in goal-oriented controller and corporate accounting manager. And then it says the rest of that. It has your core competencies, which are pretty good. Okay, but we're going to do some improvements there. And right now you're the corporate accounting manager. Previously you were a controller, fine. Previous to this you were a controller, okay. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what you are going for. So I'm going to hop on over to this ad that you've given us. Okay. So this is, you're going for VP Financial Controller, right? Okay. Wonderful. This is the job that you're going for. And what I want to do is I want to grab the whole job description. So I'm going to scroll down until I find that full description and keep scrolling till I get to the bottom. And then I'm just going to highlight from the bottom up. Okay. We're going to copy that. We're going to go over to this tool, Word It Out. Hit the great big blue button that says create. And there's a window that appears and it asks for the original text. So the original text is the ad that we just copied. Let's go ahead and paste that in. And at the very bottom is a green button that says generate. Now, in this particular case, the font came out to Old English, which is an assault on my vision. So what we're going to do is just click this button that says regenerate. Regenerate is really useful because The words don't change or go away. It just comes out to be something that's a little bit more palatable to the eye. That one's not palatable to my eyeball either. This one is much, much better. So here's what we're going to do with what we're seeing on Word It Out. We use the Word It Out tool because Word It Out instantly removes the fluff and the things that we don't need, okay? It doesn't say anywhere in Word It Out that you're committed, that you work in a fast-paced environment. Those are not the things that we need. So in order to make this into a call me back today resume, what needs to happen is we need to have some killer keywords, and the Word It Out tool gives us killer keywords. So let's see what we can put together. We want to put together 2-word keyword phrases. So for example, we can say audit management. We can say accounting management. We can say reporting and documentation. We can say financial management. What else is here? Financial strategy, project management. Did I say reports and documentation? Okay. We can say financial team leadership. So let me actually get this side by side, Vinod, with your resume. And we can talk about how we're going to get these words in. The first place that we want to, what we're saying in the resume is going to be right here in the expertise section. So since you have a table, I'm going to go ahead and insert some rows below. And I'm going to go ahead and do that again. So when we put in keywords from Word It Out, we're going to go with financial management. We're going to say audit management. We are going to say reports and documentation. We can say financial team leadership. And let me come up with a couple more. We said financial management, quarterly. How about quarterly reporting? And one more, there's annual reporting. We don't necessarily need that. How about financial strategy? Okay, so these are the words in green that I just added. Now, we also can take this a step further, because what we can do is make sure that these words that we have in green appear throughout the resume. So you want repeated instances of these words. You want repeated instances of these keywords, because 2 things. When the scanning technology or the ATS sees the keywords, it flags your resume and puts it into the pile of people we're more likely going to be able to call back, because it's already telling the scanner technology, the ATS, hey, this person, Vinod, has the functional skills that we need. Let's see how we can make these words appear more than once. So right here, Vinod, hands-on accounting manager responsible for day-to-day accounting and reporting of 5 sets of record books, account reconciliation, SOX compliance, audit, taxation, and journal entry adjustment. Accountabilities include cash management, treasury, internal control, audits, 401k financial statements, as well as payroll, AP, insurance, and T&E. So we can say here, accountabilities include, you already have cash management. Why don't we say audit management, but we can call it audit leadership, treasury, internal control audits, 401k financial statements. This is a good place to say quarterly reporting, as well as payroll, AP, insurance, and T&E. Okay, where else can we get these keywords in? Manage all aspects of cash and asset management policy, procedures, and efficiency with excess cash allotments. Consult with key managers. Here we go. Consult with key managers on financial strategy to guide compliance with reporting requirements, assist with analysis, and performance measurement of reporting units. So what we were able to do is get our killer keywords into the resume, not just once, but repeatedly. So I'm not going to demonstrate with every single keyword because I think that this demonstration will suffice. And what you're going to do is when you use Word It Out, you always want to use 6 or 8 keywords from every ad. And the other thing that you want to do from Word It Out is you want to make sure to actually use more than one ad. And the reason for that is going to be because this is not just about 6 or 8 keywords. This is about getting in 30 keywords, 3 dozen keywords, 2 to 3 dozen keywords throughout the resume. And that's what's going to elevate this from regular resume to call me back today resume. Want to go ahead and do another example? So who else sent me a resume? All right, let's go ahead and pull it up. All right, Sherry. Sherry, let's take a look at what's going on. All right, Sherry. And thanks, Sherry. I see that you gave me the link to a job that you want also. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Sherry, high performing, results driven senior manager, 12 years of customer service experience. Great. Different skill highlights, also good. Core accomplishments, operations management, employee development, professional experience starts with T-Mobile. Okay, great. Let's now take a look at the job that you're interested in, which this is the one that you sent me. This is Director of Operations. All right, I see the title here. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and grab the full description. All right, and let's go on back over to Word It Out. Create. Original text, paste it in. Scroll down, generate. Okay, once again, not the cursive. Let's click regenerate, not that writing, regenerate. This one's great. The job is Director of Operations. So let's actually get this side by side. Okay. And so you have where you have skill highlights, I would actually, before that, I would turn this into areas of expertise. So let's go ahead and do those. And so operations is the hugest word in Word It Out. So let's say operations leadership. Wait, let's say operations management. Let's say performance management. Let's say production management. Let's say, whoops, let's spell that correctly. Management. Safety, let's say health and safety compliance. Let's say, I see leadership. How about leadership development? Because you're going for a director level role, you're going to be leading a team of people. I see customer all the way at the top left. So how about customer relationship management? And let's actually bullet these. And let's make 2 columns so that it looks nice. All right, let's do 2 more. We did 8 the last time. Let's do 8 this time. Other words that we see here. Okay, this is a job in some kind of food manufacturing. We can say okay, we already said production management, standards. How about quality standards? And let's put that here, quality standards. And by the way, I'm mixing this up a little bit because I could say quality management, but I don't want to sound like a broken record because it already says operations management, performance management, production management, and then it would say quality management. Let's mix it up a little bit and call it quality standards. And then let's find one more. Okay, I see cost. How about cost reduction? Okay. So I'm going to tell you right now, Sherry, adding these killer keywords instantly elevates this from regular resume to call me back today resume, because before you didn't have these keywords in here at all. Okay. The things that you had are things like excellent leadership and communication skills. But here's something that I want you to think about that's critically important. Think about how many people can say they have excellent leadership skills. It's a little imprecise. Think about how many people can say they have excellent communication skills. That's something that applies to everybody, okay? Strong track record of effective time management and administration skills. Once again, pretty much most adults can manage their time, well enough, okay? So what we want is a harder hitting section here to turn this from regular resume to call me back today resume. Now, where else are we going to get these skills in? You already have operations management here, so that's excellent. Let's see what else we can add in. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so I can read more of it. Okay. Manage 8 direct reports, 52 supervisors and team leads indirectly, and over 750 frontline employees. All right. I was going to say performance management, but your next line has performance management. Good. So I don't have to worry about getting that in. Employee development. So here's what we're going to say. Let's change this to, since we have a keyword from Worded Out, our tool is is leadership development. Let's change what you had from employee development to leadership development. All right. Developed a new, and we're not going to say the same word twice. So let's say instituted a career program for customer service reps, team leads, and manager level positions. Program resulted in near 50% promotion rates of those involved in the program. Satisfaction improvements. Fantastic. Maintain career plans for all direct reports. That's kind of the same point. So let's go ahead and move on. All right. Implemented an innovative and interactive approach to cultivating employees for optimum performance. By effectively managing individual and team performance. Great. Promoted team and call center synergy. Okay, good. By encouraging open communication between frontline and leadership to bridge communication gaps and uphold community values and key initiatives. Great. Dedicated, driven, and motivated to establish T-Mobile as a leader in the industry locally and nationally, contributed in the role of project manager for local site enterprise initiative supporting company values. Okay, here's one. Contributed in the role of project manager for local site enterprise initiative supporting company values. As a project manager, we can say some of the things that you did. So we can say something like overseeing quality standards and ensuring cost reduction. So contributed to the role of project manager for local site enterprise initiatives. Instead of saying supporting company values, which once again, imprecise. I mean, what does supporting company values actually mean that you actually did? You're going to ask yourself these questions, and then the answers are going to be these killer keywords that I'm talking about. This is what turns this into a call me back today resume, right? You supporting company values, who's going to pick up the phone over that? But you doing the following, overseeing quality management, and it would be great if I could spell management, and driving cost reductions. Okay, so here again, we want to get these keywords in, and we want them to be throughout the resume, and we want them to appear more than once. So the reason that this now becomes a call me back today resume is because, well, are you supporting company initiatives? I don't even know what that means, but are you overseeing quality management and driving cost reductions? I know exactly what that's about. So, hey, this is going to be a person that I want to call. So, friends, these are the steps that I want you to take when it comes to elevating your resume. Stop having a regular resume and really turn this into a call me back 2-day resume. That is what's critically important. I've done this same work now for, 22 years, but we can even talk about, more recent times, full pandemic. So who else has gotten hired? Patricia, she talks about how she got her job and her whole process only took 6 weeks. She put out probably 150 resumes and had only gotten a couple of phone interviews. But what I did was I used this process with her, and what we were able to achieve was we put her story together in a way that she never would have done herself. And the result was the employers immediately understood what she accomplished in the past, plus what she could do in their organizations going forward. So remember, I talked about you have to make this relevant to the employer. So that is critically important. And then we also had Kimberly. She talked about how she's gotten not one, but 2 new jobs. And what I did was help her tell her truth in the most concise and professional and authentic way. So honing in her personal narrative made all the difference. And actually, let me also show you this that we can talk about, because I'd rather that these folks really show their stories themselves. It doesn't have to be just me talking about it. But let me go down here and show you what John had to say, because this was really good as well. So yeah, wanted to talk about John here, and I'm going to make this bigger. All right, so here's Kimberly, who I just got finished talking about. And she said, I've gotten not one, but 2 new jobs working with Jewel in her program, and a total of 3 offers over the course of 3 years. So Kimberly is, she's a three-peat. She keeps on coming back. And that's so she can take the next jump and the next jump and the next jump in her career. So John, who I was about to talk about, recently accepted a COO position at an amazing company. It includes global operational responsibilities. With Jewel's guidance and support, I was fortunate to have multiple opportunities and offers in hand during COVID. And so that's critically important. I want you to have multiple opportunities. The whole point is to have a handful of offers. And why do you need a handful of offers? So that you can be in that wonderful position of being able to choose. That is critically important. So person after person has said the resume is so key to stepping into that future that you've been envisioning, because you can finally be authentic in your brand and what you're saying, so that people are interested and they want to reach out to you and they want to talk to you. That's how you get involved in work, in a career that's meaningful and impactful, where you can apply your skill set in an exciting way, right? So if you're feeling at all burdened, unfulfilled in your work, and you want to step into something exciting, this is what you need to do. Now, if you would like my help with your own custom Call Me Back Today resume framework, I have something for you. It's free. Now, let me tell you, every week I'm using this Perfect Job Solution show to bring you a ton of value. Last week, I invited a handful of people to work with me directly after we went over exactly what last week's training was about. And so I did that with them individually. I'm going to give you something fresh and new every week. So I have a special offer. Let me tell you who it's for. The special offer is for you if you are director, VP, president, CXO, top executive in the 6 or 7 figures. The offer is for you if you need to get more responses to your resume, in addition to more calls and interviews and obviously offers. This is for you if you want a custom plan to structure and accelerate your job search. So if you want to increase your calls, get interviews that align with what you want, and have a real strategy to get you better positioned to step into what you want for yourself. And if you've decided that now is the time to do something different, then I will dissect and diagnose what needs to happen on your resume. Now, my next question to you is, do you fit into this category that I'm talking about? You can go ahead and say so in the comments, and I can see from my other device. So what I'm offering you for free is a 15-minute resume revamp call. Here's what's going to happen in resume revamp. So I'm going to take a look at your current resume. I will see what enhancements and refinements need to be made. I'm going to talk to you about how you're going to not only build that story, which is the resume, but also the best strategies for telling and selling your story. There are only 3 steps to it: build it, tell it, sell it. And it all pertains to story. So do you know how to do that? Then I'll ask you if you'd like my help implementing that. So the call will go like this. We look at your existing resume, go over the improvements that need to happen, walk you through the steps of what you're going to need to do with that story. Build it, tell it, sell it. After that, I say, here's what you can do. Do you want my professional guidance to do it, or do you want to go it alone? I have a super dialed in system for telling your story to the right people. And that's not networking groups, job seeker groups, any of that stuff. That's a waste of time. I'm talking about putting your story out strategically, not a blast, in front of the employers and recruiters who matter. And the only ones who matter are the ones who can make or influence a decision to hire you, to bring you on board. Those are the only people you need to speak to. So once again, there needs to be focus only on the right people. So I will help you with that focus. The reason I'm hosting the Perfect Job Show is I want to give you training. I want to make sure on an individual basis to help you along the way. That's why the call is free. If you want to dive deeper, I'll guide you in that as well. I've helped a lot of people advance in their careers, and it's not just one job here or there. I mean, people have repeatedly come back over and over and over again. So it really impacts the entire trajectory of their career and makes it higher than it would have been on their own. Okay, let me show you where to get your free 15-minute resume revamp call. So first of all, the link, I'm going to go ahead and drop it in chat. It is theperfectjobshow.com/resume revamp. And let me make sure it went to everybody because I don't think it did. All right, great. And let me put it in the comments here as well. So it is the Perfect Job Show. The Perfect Job Show.com. And then it's going to be /resume revamp. All right, great. I think everybody got it. Okay. And so book your resume revamp call right there. So let's go ahead and take a quick look so that you can see exactly what needs to happen. All right, so I'm going to walk you through the page real quick. And let me share my screen so that you can see what you need to do. Okay, great. So this is the link, theperfectjobshow.com /resume revamp. Book your free 15-minute resume revamp call today. And the calendar is here. So any day in blue, go ahead and pick that. So let's just say it's tomorrow. You're going to go ahead and select a time. Let's say it's 10:30, going to hit confirm, and then you're going to fill in some information. Now, and then at the very bottom, go ahead and click schedule event. So what this is going to do, this is going to send you an email confirmation pretty much immediately. If you get an error message, then what I want you to do is scroll back up, and I want you to hit this back button on the calendar, not the back button on your browser. All the error message means is that somebody else probably filled out the questions a little bit faster than you did. So just go back, and then you're just going to go select another time and then do everything that you need to do. And so let me also see what it is that I want to tell you about this. All right. So I want you to go ahead and book the 15-minute resume revamp call today. So what's going to happen? It's going to be, first of all, I'll give shouts out to the people who book right now while I'm still here talking to you live. This is first come, first serve. Don't wait to click on it. The calendars are in high demand. You know what I found with this? Sometimes we are so close to something that we end up not seeing the blind spots. We don't realize we have blind spots. You need a new perspective and a fresh set of eyes to tell you, hey, well, this might not be expressed in the best way, or actually it looks like, you're more qualified than what the job titles and duties actually are, or, I see right here what you need to do that is different from a few years ago. My goal with you in the resume revamp call is to find 1 or 2 blind spots so that you can go ahead and move forward. So sign up for the free resume revamp call, theperfectjobshow.com/resume revamp. A couple shouts out. Ashley decided to get the call. Elle is on board. Tabitha is here. Where are my gentlemen at? Okay, Corey is here. Aaron is on board. Okay, fine. Those are the ones that I see right now, and I know more will be coming in. Fantastic. Good stuff. Okay. So what's going to happen when we talk, if you decide you want to learn more after the free 15-minute resume revamp call, we'll actually set up a second call to go deeper. So just so you know, nothing to buy during the resume revamp call. Credit card away, don't bring it. You couldn't buy anything, even if you wanted to, not selling anything on the resume revamp call. It's a free call. That does actually mean free. And if we do get to the second, more in-depth strategy call, I'll tell you right now that what I find is I don't just take on, everybody who raises their hand. What I really love to see and what I really want is I really want to serve people who want to have an impact on others. That's a quality that I look for. People who want to deliver impact in the way they show up in the professional world, people who are committed to fulfilling their roles in the world, and people who want to create this ripple effect. Okay. That's who is ideal to come to me. And again, that's going to be for the second, more in-depth call. All right. perfectjobshow.com/resume revamp. 4 things. Get your appointment locked in. Going to take a look at your existing resume, go over the improvements that need to happen, walk you through the steps of what you're going to need to do with that story, build it, tell it, sell it. And I'm going to ask you, would you like my help in implementing this so your job search can do what you want it to do and you can finally experience a breakthrough just like so many other people I've been able to help. A couple more shouts out. I see Joshua. I see Corey. I see James. Wonderful. The link, theperfectjobshow.com/resume revamp. Friends, thank you for being here for season 1, episode 2 of The Perfect Job Show. Have a wonderful night.